Zainab, in just a few minutes, I'm also going to be speaking to Christine about the move to open up the stock exchange also to foreign ownership. These seems to be a series of measures that are introduced by Saudi authorities in the last couple of weeks. But talk to us about the significance of what it means for the property market in particular in Saudi.
I mean, a lot of people are telling me this is going to be a game changer for Saudi Arabia, this new law coming in. It was a game changer for Dubai because once Dubai allowed foreigners to stop buying into the property sector here, we started to see the investments come in. Now Saudi Arabia has a shortage of housing and the government estimates that it needs 600,000 homes built before 2030. And next year, from what we understand, there are around 111,000 homes being built across the kingdom. Saudi Arabia is such a large country with many different cities in the south, north, east, and west. So there is a lot of demand from a rising population. The population of Saudi Arabia is bigger than the population of pretty much all the GCC countries combined. And it has a large indigenous population as well as a big expat community. So a lot of investors look at this with excitement because they feel there are investment opportunities with real demand there on one hand, and investment and opportunities to develop and fund projects, whether it's hospitality, real estate, you know, in terms of commercial and...
Okay, you talk about the need for new supply in Saudi Arabia, and obviously that's one of the challenges. But also the other challenge is affordability. In your article, you talk about the fact that apartment prices in Riyadh have surged almost 100% from 2019 to the third quarter of 2025. How can they open up the market to foreign investors, so bring in even more demand, but at the same time keep property prices contained?
Well, they took several measures. So they're trying to free up a lot of land for new development, of course, by this law that has to do with the white land and ensuring that there is an ample supply of land that's available within zoned areas for developers to build on instead of just hoarding the land. They're also trying to create a lot more supply. And we have some large home builders like National Housing Company and many others, smaller ones that are actually in the market, Russian and others, that are actually adding a lot of supply. They're kind of doing the job that a lot of the big developers here in Dubai did. When I arrived in Dubai, pretty much downtown was still under construction. And I look now and it houses thousands and thousands of people. So you can create a lot of supply and the focus is on creating supply. It's going to be tricky though. So we will see how they try to manage it when the regulations come out later this month in terms of whether they will lease some areas that are just for Saudi nationals versus others. We still don't have visibility on that.
Okay, but still a major development. Zainab, thank you so much for bringing it to us.